Good afternoon, I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Welcome to Camnet TV Media News, the headlines. Revising the education curriculum should focus on agriculture and ICTS advises NUPEZ. RTSA remembers accident victims. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chol. We're from Cho's Fitness Gym. We're a fully functional gym located along Twin Palm Road in Kablonga, right by Cheshire Homes Society of Zambia. So we have various classes that happen from Monday to Friday. We have aerobics, we have boot camp, we have step aerobics, we have spinning, we have kettlebell classes. They happen from 18 to 19 hours every day, and we are open from 06 until 20 hours. That's Monday to Friday. Then Saturdays 6 to 12. And then Sundays we are closed, and most public holidays we are open 6 to 12.
Good news, good news. The rains have started. You need to plan your future. Generational wealth is the way to go. Has grafted avocado plants fruiting within 2 to 3 years for sale at only 90 kwacha each. And ordinary avocados at only 45 kwacha each. Contact us on 0979 753010 or 0962 965 883. We are open from 8 hours to 17 hours Monday to Friday at Healing Word Ministries International in Ibex Hill opposite Hilltop Hospital.
And now the media news in detail. Leadership Movement Party National Coordinator Jairus Ngoma has accused the United Party for National Development Administration of conning citizens with speeches instead of delivering on the promises made.
According to the Bank of Zambia, the economy is recovering not just from the several challenges posed by the COVID-19, but the long period of economic decline that preceded the pandemic. The recent reforms across the country taken by government that have brought relative microeconomic stability need to be maintained and enhanced. Although the country's Republican President Hakainde Hichilema has on several occasions alluded to the fact that his administration has made progress in reforming the country's economy, the opposition have accused his administration of failing to prioritize key service delivery to citizens. The opposition leadership movement says the UPND administration has completely failed to deliver several promises it made while in opposition, among them top services such as health, agriculture, and addressing challenges faced in the mining sector.
Of the heart of the poor trodden Zambians. Right now, a farmer, what are they told? No, by 30th, we are going. Now, these people, they are good at semantics, they are good at words. Today, Wazakambaish, each a day, now we are not going to let them. That's why, before everything else, the 3 state farms, they should tell us where did they got stuck. Because they cannot just be, conning the Zambian people with their speeches after speeches. Speeches, we are not going to feed on those speeches. We need sanity to come back where we should look at values at ourselves and to honor our forefathers who fought so hard for independence. We are in this economic battle now. What are the solutions? So it's local, it's like a...
The party's national coordinator says the current administration's failure to stabilize the prices of essential goods and services such as foodstuffs, fuel, electricity to mention a few is evident of their failure.
We need to improve our local businesses so that they become bigger and better. We create our local billionaires who intend to be running our mines. So you can't subject your people to form cooperatives when you have failed even to form one state farm. So they need to tell us first of those 3 state farms. Having said that, we are talking from the reference of production and like the route of consumption. So they need to do a reverse gear now. When you don't do the reverse gear, come to production and like the route of taking of consumption.
However, political activist Chana Mlinga says the UPND administration has proven to be successful by putting up different mechanisms that are meant to improve the economy of the country.
As a country, we are in the right trajectory where the economy is concerned. When you look at the policies that the new government has implemented, could tell you that actually the country is on the right path for the economic recovery. And this is proven by the many investors that have brought huge sums of money in the mining sector and also in the engineering business. So this shows you that indeed when all these are fully implemented, the country will quickly recover and will move in the right path to economic recovery.
President Hakainde Hichilema in recent days has been calling on Zambians not to despair amid some challenges bordering on the economy. Miriam Kaimba reporting for Camnet TV News.
The Road Transport and Safety Agency, RTSA, has noted with concern the number of road fatalities despite measures being put in place to ensure the safety of motorists and pedestrians. Survivors of the road traffic accidents have called for more safety measures to protect the victims. Narrating the ordeals at the commemoration of the World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims under the theme Justice, the victims unanimously called for increased signage, especially for persons with disability like the deaf. They say this will help in making sure that deaf pedestrians are protected from unsuspecting motorists.
I started going to the police to go and report about what happened to me, but the challenge that was there was that the traffic police officers, they don't know sign language, and also it became very difficult. Today we are talking about the theme which is justice. Now if us deaf people are not attended to by traffic police officers, even RTSA officers, how do we get justice? Because justice is already denied, there is no access to information. The only way we can communicate as deaf people is by sign language.
I know it's not easy. I feel like crying, but I thank God. A lot of people have been encouraging me to be strong. You know how spine is. A spine is something that holds the whole body. Once it is disturbed, everything is dead. I may be in pain, but I'm strong.
And speaking at the event, Road Transport and Safety Agency Board Chairperson says the statistics being recorded are still worrying, noting that 1,374 fatal crashes have so far been recorded, resulting in a total number of 1,680 deaths from January to September 2022.
Honourable Minister, MOUs do not place accountability on those responsible for delivery, and hence probably the reason why they gather dust immediately after signing. And therefore, it's time for action, time to change, time to save someone's life. Justice must be served. In serving justice, my board will work to ensure that the agency fulfills its mandate to the full expectation of the government and the people of Zambia.
Meanwhile, Ministry of Transport and Logistics Acting Permanent Secretary Stephen Mbewe says this day puts the judicial system under the spotlight, posing as a wake-up call for the institution to take up the challenge seriously.
The theme for this year's memorial program comes with an actual sparring cranial core. Remember, support, act, under the theme justice. The World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims puts the spotlight on justice. This calls for our judicial system to take their place in this fight. This also calls for RTSA and Zambia Police to strengthen their capacity in accident investigations after a crash.
The World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims is a global remembrance day in which individuals whose lives were cut short or left crippled are remembered. Sharon Kalimbola, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The National Union of Public and Private Educators of Zambia has challenged government to make agriculture, information and communications technology (ICT) and entrepreneurship subjects compulsory in schools.
Zambia has for many years relied on an ancient school curriculum that was last revised in 2013 through to early 2014. The Zambia school curriculum has made optional subjects such as agriculture, business and entrepreneurship, information communication technology (ICT) among others, while subjects such as English have been made compulsory, and those that do not perform well in English are at times even stopped from attaining tertiary education. The United Party for National Development UPND administration under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema are keen to revise the school curriculum, which the Ministry of Education working with the Curriculum Development Center have embarked on. The National Union of Public and Private Educators of Zambia, NUPEZ, has since appealed to the government to make compulsory in school subjects such as agriculture, ICT and entrepreneurship.
We've gone to an extent of creating a situation where we are promoting much of the English language. In the end, we have citizens that are able to speak very, very good English, and yet they have no food to eat because agriculture has been ignored, ICT has been ignored, entrepreneurship has been ignored. So we want to see a situation where all these I've mentioned become compulsory and English language be taken just as a pass, not a situation where you cannot go anywhere without passing English language. I think that situation is supposed to be outdated.
NUPEZ General Secretary also adds that there is need to revamp institutions of learning that offer agriculture and entrepreneurship skills to ensure that more teachers are trained in these key subjects.
Realize that a number of teachers would ignore going for those programs because why we've looked down upon them. We want to see a situation where Natural Resources Development College, NRDC, is boosted. It must be able to produce a lot of teachers of agriculture. This Ndola ICT college, it must be promoted so that there are a lot of teachers of ICT. In fact, ICT, I must make a mention that it must be compulsory to all teacher training colleges and universities so that every teacher is ICT literate.
Meanwhile, the National Action for Quality Education in Zambia, NUPEZ, has commended the Ministry of Education and the Curriculum Development Center for engaging and inviting submissions from major stakeholders for the curriculum review, and has invited all Zambians to submit views about the type of education system they want for the nation.
And if they are not aware, they will not take part, they will not submit their views. In the same vein, we would want to invite all Zambians to seize this opportunity, visit the Ministry of Education and submit their views on the possible ways they think our education system can be improved upon. A lot of Zambians have complained about the poor quality of education, and this is a golden opportunity for all of us as a people to submit our views.
A competence-based curriculum is designed with a view to help learners acquire knowledge, skills, values and attitudes that are likely to equip them with competences that they can effectively use to serve society. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Local Government Association Vice President Roderick Mulenga has dispelled the perception that most local authorities have no capacity to implement the Expand Constituency Development Fund CDF.
Team of engineers that we have in our local authority are up to speed and they know what they are doing. They are equal to the task. The issue of people questioning whether the local authorities have the capacity to implement CDF shouldn't be there, shouldn't neither be here nor there, because of one simple reason. We have qualified engineers. We have engineers whose expertise is tested and proven. So, like our Director of Works, his deputy, the foremen that are there, other staff in Works Department, I think they are equal to the task. And I speak also as a Vice President for the Local Government Association of Zambia, meaning that I'm also speaking for Northern Province in terms of local authorities. We have the capacity. People should not continue questioning our capacity. What we are asking government to do is to release the funds. Number two, what we're asking are the CDFC committees to make decisions that are in line with the aspirations of the people. Because if at all they want to continue making decisions that are perceived to be selfish, self-centered, then we cannot go anywhere.
We've come to the end of the news, but before we go, here are the headlines once again. Revising the education curriculum should focus on agriculture, and ICTS advises NUPEZ. RTSA remembers accident victims. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzeya Sakaleji. Good afternoon.